Okay, everybody out there, welcome back. Thanks for watching. In this video today, I'm going to be talking about the New York Times article about black people drinking bourbon. Okay, so when this article came out, it was perfect timing based upon what I'm doing on this channel because it's the same thing I noticed. It was like, okay, prior to a friend of mine introducing me into the whole bourbon game, I didn't really know anything about it. My experience going into clubs as an African American is that what you see is cognac or like sweeter whiskeys. And if I'm gonna say cognac, you know it's gonna be Hennessy, which is probably the most popular cognac that you see in clubs. You know, you're just starting out, you're young in the game, you don't have a lot of money. I don't think a lot of people who are like in the 18 to 25 range are like buying, you know, bottles of liquor to take home. So our first exposure to spirits is probably gonna be in some club. And again, if you go to a club and it's a club with a lot of people of color, you're gonna see Hennessy there. Now, depending on what type of club it is, you may see something really funky like this Remy Martin XO. But again, I mean, that's more at the high end. The reason why I bring that up to set that stage is that different industries target to different people. So you need to be aware of that. Reason why Hennessy is so well known in the black community is probably because they actually market toward that community. Just means that you're going to see ads starting from basically right after World War II. A lot of the service members, when they were over there for World War II, they got introduced to cognac. You know, when they came back to the US, they kept drinking it. Hennessy had ads, you know, in the 50s and 60s in like Ebony and Jet magazine. So again, people drink that, the kids see that, they follow it. That's how you end up with like everybody drinking like Hennessy and cognacs. Okay, so contrasting with cognacs, the bourbon industry historically hasn't even marketed toward African Americans, and that's what's covered in that article. You know, they bring up like the Rebel Yell brand, which I said the same thing. When I saw that on the shelf, I was like, Rebel Yell, like this is pretty much what the Confederates used to yell before they were attacking. And you know, that war was all about slavery. Let's make no mistakes about that. So, but again, hey, you know, it doesn't appeal to me, but I understand there's an audience it might too. I'm not going to just rule it out because of the name. I'll just say it's a dumb name. You know, they probably want to come with a better name. But with all due respect to the people of France, I'm an American and I got more in common with a Kentucky hillbilly than some Frenchmen, with all due respect. Now, the funny thing, I'm not sure if you know this or not, about cognac is that people in France, they don't drink cognac. Go and do the knowledge, go and do your Googles, you'll see that what I'm saying is right. They pretty much export 95% of cognac to outside of France. Most of the cognac that gets exported from France goes to Asia. Generally, people on the Atlantic side, which is going to be, you know, the US, Britain, that part of Europe, is going to be whiskey. So that's going to be either American whiskey or Scotch or Irish whiskey. So funny thing is that although we are heavily marketed by cognac producers, Hennessy, Remy, Cavassier, the people in France don't really drink cognac. So keep that in mind. So with that being said, I just want to wrap this up and just say that if you get a chance, read this article. They talk about the Black Bourbon Society. I think it's good because it at least brings awareness, and hopefully we can just get, you know, not a targeted marketing effort, but you really just want to be included. I think they should just include people of color in the marketing, and you know, I think that will help increase sales, which is pretty much what they want to do here. So we already got a lot of coverage in cognac. Let's go ahead and get some coverage in the bourbon game. In case you guys don't know, this is the Colonel Taylor E.H. Taylor Small Batch, one of people's favorites. This is the Remy Martin XO. I like them both, but like I said, right now I'm headed in the direction of bourbon. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.